Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review Happy Death Day to You. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over at Instagram and Twitter at Movie Guy 365. So, the original Happy Death Day, I was actually a big fan of. That was one of my surprise hits of 2017. So it was kind of a surprise, not really a surprise, that they were making a sequel. And I was very excited. I thought that Jessica Rothe was a great talent. She sold the first movie completely. She looked like she was enjoying what she was doing. And I was glad to hear her and everybody else was coming back for the sequel. So what did I think? Well, for one thing, let me just get it out of the way, that they did say that they were trying to own that, craziness of the first movie and kind of make it more apparent in the second one. My problem, I think, with the second movie is ultimately I feel that they went a little too far in the zany direction. I don't think that was necessary. It was almost like the first movie, they're like, oh, well, we were trying to be a slasher, but we were really doing like a Groundhog Day comedy. But we think you may have missed that point, so we're going to go ahead and double down on this in the sequel. And while I enjoyed the premise and how the characters got back into this whole thing again, I didn't like how they just really just went all out, almost a comedy. The slasher element felt a little tacked on. And while that could have worked, I think they needed a little bit more of a balance. Ultimately, it just felt a little too silly for me. There was a couple points exactly that just completely took me out of the movie. The first being that some of the resets went a little too Looney Tunes as far as execution goes, and it felt like something I would see out of a Bugs Bunny cartoon. It was a little too much. It didn't completely work for me. It took me a little bit out of the movie. And the second is there's a major plot device, or maybe a plot contrivance that happens at the beginning of the climax, with its sole purpose to elongate the length of the time, to pad the movie. When it's so apparent like that, it stands out. And for me, it stood out. It just completely took me out of the movie. I didn't like it. They didn't even attempt to explain why. It was like, oh, why is this happening? And then it's completely ignored. It's never addressed again. Ultimately, unfortunately, it just, as a whole, the movie didn't work for me. And especially there is a post-credits scene that is tacked on to the end of this one. Yeah, the end credits scene also looks like it's going to be, if they make a third one, it's going to be going way into Sci-Fi Channel territory, and I'm just not sure I'm going to be along for that ride. The sole reason I would stay is because of Jessica Rothe. Honestly, she's good in this. She's great in this. I didn't really have any problems with her per se. It's just a couple story beats I really didn't like. It just, I think we as an audience could have deserved a little bit more, a little better. It's just, ultimately I feel that Happy Death Day to You doesn't work. If you're going in for the great comedy or the absurd nature of the story, then you might be okay with it. But if you like the first movie, you might ultimately be disappointed with this one. So ultimately, I'm going to have to give this one a 6 out of 10. I feel we could have gotten a better sequel. There's too much that didn't work in my opinion. So yeah, please leave in the comments below. What did you think? Are you a fan of the series? Are you going to go see this one? Go ahead and please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.